Fala galera, estamos começando mais um episódio da série Divinity Original Sim Enhanced Edition, né? E aí vamos lá, no episódio passado a gente terminou de explorar as minas, né? E aí agora eu acho que aqui não tem mais nada, né, pra gente fazer o portal das minas. Deixa eu ver aqui. Aqui eu acho que não tem mais nada pra fazer não. Acho que já foi em tudo quanto é canto. Só vender uns itens aqui e aí eu acho que agora é ir lá pra Lâmina do Caçador, né?
Out of the way, human scum! Your stink is making my eyes sting! Row? Row! 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 Out of the way, human scum! Your stink is making my eyes sting! Row? Row!
Oh, so good of you to drop by, my liege. As always, be welcome.
Row? Row! Row? Row! Row? Row! Row? Row! Row? Row! Row? Row!
May the goddess guide you through the forest and keep you safe.
Hold on now. One whelp at a time. You'll pay your toll soon as I'm through knocking this loudmouth back in line. The fool thinks he can slip 6 warm bodies past Rumble.
If I've said it once, I've said it more times than a troll can count. Warm bodies do not people make. We are 3 immaculates of...
Calmer heads are...
We can spare.
Oh, the gentle tinkling of gold. Intoxicating.
No wonder you came to my aid. I see you have an immaculate amulet, the very same as mine. The goddess does bless. Hide to the village ahead and rest yourself among your kin. But do take care. Only those in possession of our...
Oxi. Não, peraí. Leu meu dinheiro? Se for, não vou dar não. Não, 43, né?
Only going to say, hold on, the foot.
If I say...
This sounds like a matter of opinion.
No need.
Enough. I'll not let this idiot troll or his idiot king...
If I've not got any go...
Play the blubber from this fool. I think I'll make a candle from his second chin. Immaculate! Flay the blubber from this fool. I think I'll make a candle from his second chin.
There's no evading my amazing fury. We've come too far to lose to such foes.
Hope I have enough arrows for this.
My bag sink deep.
Blood. it craves more.
Magical blow! For the 7! Into the fray once more. Ready to advance, ready to defend.
The hen who shares her feed receives a greater second helping. The hen who shares her feed receives a greater second helping.
I'm drenched! Soaked to the skin! Bloody floods! We can't pass through here.
Blast! And me without my swimming trunks. I'm drenched.
Burned, ruptured, trampled. Oh there, a word of warning, wanderer, afore you continue on your merry way. See these corpses here? Be a good fellow and take them as a hint that this town isn't the pastoral little paradise it once was, that. Immaculates, orcs and humans both, have taken Hunter's Edge. Its villagers are now slaves in the mines to the west, or they've been bled dry of their last drop of life, reduced to mere fuel that must light the wicked candle that is Bloodstone. Long as you live in the limbo between coming and going, though, why not have a look at what I have to sell? You'd be surprised to see what a scouring skeleton can gather together in a dying town. Yeah! Well, don't go round angering Immaculates if you want to keep... No, perhaps it won't be very long before they have a stab at one another's vitals instead. I have the feeling there's trouble brewing between the orcs and the humans in there, and who can blame 'em, really? Just ain't natural for 'em to consort, I say. Only good orc... Well, you know how the phrase... Can't say I remember who I was before the change came over me, but these days I'm a travelling trader of sorts. There's an immaculate necromancer in the village ahead. She's an especially bright one, you know. Most necromancers can only revive a dead corpse into an animated one, but she manages to yank back some semblance of consciousness too. I don't remember much, but the thrill of these days, most undead are busy haunting Seal or picking the way in the Lucula mines. But I keep a low profile and stay out of sight. Haven't been bothered by an immaculate yet, and I hope to keep it that way. I know the weapons of which you speak. I've even hidden away a piece of one myself. I had planned to pass it down to my son, but...
It's heating up.
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter.
Hey, you! Come on, time's a wasting. Hey, you!
Yes, that was a small fib on my part, I'm afraid. Zandalore is known as the Keeper of the Source, after all. And I didn't know. I'm watching on with weary eyes how the Immaculates strike again. They've gone from shedding blood among their own to recruiting orcs and cutthroats to do it for them. From what I can... It was once a quiet sort of village. Families and small-time merchants mostly. Recently, it was targeted by a tribe of orcs waving the Immaculate. Their leader, Grutilda, is known far and wide for her cruelty and cunning. She oversaw the murder of countless villagers and used their blood to fuel a great number of bloodstones. Once they were... By order of Leandra, the orcs were joined by a tribe of humans from the northern peaks of Tanneroth. A band of male warriors are they, and they devote allegiance to their leader, Jarl. Jarl arrived with his own formidable supply of bloodstones, which means his tribe has been operating under directions from the conduit for some time. Where once they ran... These are far from the blindly devoted Immaculates of Silverglen, however. The orcs and the humans here alternate between bitter fighting and hostile peace. Personally, I believe they're best exploited through their rivalry. Get them to fight each other, and you can stand on the sidelines and warm yourself upon the flames. He has a residence at the far end of town. Though I have my doubts he's having people over for tea. Know that Zandalore is wily, so beware. If a wizard doesn't want you in his home, you'll know it. Nevertheless, his house is the very place you'll want to search. The accumulated knowledge stored there is quite phenomenal.
You can speak. You don't look like a tribesman or orc, but I suppose I can't be certain. Then again, Jinxica is my name, and until recently I lived a placid sort of life among the people of Hunter's Edge. The baker might leave me a bit of milk left over from this breakfast. The barkeep... I had many friends here, but none so dear as a little trio. A married pair and their daughter, employed by the wizard to keep his home. If you come to this village to help and not to harm, you might be able to save those 3 kind souls from the orcs that have invaded. Such a kind but private man he is. He set up his home here several years ago, but never remained there long enough. The Dark Invaders seem very interested in him indeed. They've been skulking around outside the house since they arrived, but not even one of their filthy vermin would that an invasion were all. They destroyed every crumb of life they could find and sent their filthy rats to seek out those who evaded them. Each life they took infused their strange stones with power. Their queen glowed with delight as a parade of victims were slain before her. It was as though she was taking in a beautiful song. The human tribe came shortly after. They had their own supply of the glowing stones, and the orc queen took no easy liking to them. Still, it seems they are working towards some similar goal. They haven't destroyed one. They've survived this carnage so far by concealing themselves most cleverly. I've done my best to guard their hiding place from the slime-bellied rats attempting to sniff them out, but I fear my efforts aren't enough. Until the village has been rid of vermin, those 3 sweet souls may be found at any time. Savages by savages employed. The orcs have one among them, the rat catcher they call him, who claims to have trained rats to do his bidding. They've swarmed the place in search. But you're not like the brutes inside those walls. No, you approached me with hand, not boot, outstretched. Perhaps they must be squashed, every last one of them. I've done my best so far, but there are simply too many for one set of claws to handle. With your help, though. Oh, that bothersome old Tom. No, he and I are hardly friendly, much less. I can slip through these walls as I please, but you'll need to find your own way into the village. And remember...
I need to dry off.
I could do with a cold drink.
Toasty. How did a spleen get lodged here?
I'm tripping.
Solid all the way to my boot soles.
I prefer to drown my sorrows with ale.
An intact finger. Just what that deviant of an orc was looking for.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Soaked to the skin!
You there, Flatlander. Stay at your business. Come to play now the town's been taken of you. Typical of you Flatlanders. Lucky for you the goddess don't... Well, come quickly then. There's still townsfolk on the loose, and the chase has probably made them wild as cornered dogs. One might pop out of a bush and take an eye before you can shout your own name. Better you first check in with the higher-ups. You've got Jarl, the righteous leader of Weir the Mountain, and blood-stained Gratilda, queen dog of the giant toads. Trust me, you'll know her when you see her. Now scram, and make your introductions before word gets to them there's an intruder here.
My kingdom for a dry shirt. Comrade, did you hear that? It sounds like these Immaculates are at odds with the local I'll keep a sharp eye out for anything we could use to nudge these factions closer to chaos. If we can get them to destroy each other, nothing would please me more than seeing Hunter's Edge cleared of the scum that destroyed it. I may not be able to
Gorag doesn't look so fearsome without his second horn. And to think, it was a...
Is that what you call those blasted mosquitoes? Never a moment's peace with these filthy vermin buzzing in me. Oh, brother, I've crossed me pests. 'Tweren't a tiny winged bloodsucker whining at me. Brother, I think the human's asking me a question. Think I ought to tell the tiny pest who I am? Ought I tell her I lost this all and that pesky bugger might have got me on? But I've got... Have you paid tribute to the All-Mother yet? You'll be sorry without her.
What do you want, Blacklander? You're here for villagers. We've shipped an arse already.
Not one to tolerate a mess.
Many rats scurry in and out of this hole. Where it leads,
Did someone leave an oven
is
door
uncertain.
And it's itching like mad. What? Free to address your betters, are you? Have you paid tribute to the old
Just
mother
had a long bath in the cold.
Bereft of the lips with which they kissed. Look here! Look at you! How I admire one whose head is lodged so firmly upon their shoulders, like a spire that rests upon the breadth of its foundations. One, not I, alas. I fare not so, for I may replace my battered cranium as jauntily as a wizard may his hat. Just consider some of these examples here before me. How I admire this one's kingly brow, that one's exquisite jaw, yonder one's deep-set soft. Why make a permanent choice? Why not cater to the occasion as called for? I would, but for the question, where does the soul rest? And so I ask, where are you, O ephemeral soul? If in a tooth you may be pulled, if in an arm you may be broken, where are you, O delicate monstrosity? As have we all. Townsfolk would sit on these benches and talk about their day. Children would sprinkle water, and now their mouths neither talk nor snigger any longer. And all that is sprinkled about is blood. Days pass me by no longer, only the dream. Surely you jest when you question this question's importance. Say I opt for that there fair-featured sovereign of a skull, if I play the part of the aforementioned wizard, and swap its rugged lineaments. Yes. Who is I, then? Were I sure that the soul houses within the chest, within one's little toe, for all I care, I would fret not so. But the certainty I long for remains. You, oh, I beg of...
You needn't.
I concur.
But of course, why was I so blind? The soul is not of the body, it is of the spirit. A new skull I shall have. But... What? Where in the blazes? The last I knew was an orc coming at me with an axe.
never rains but it pours, eh?
I'd never have judged a few grimy ground dwellers, and lost ones at that, to be worth all this fuss.
Chief knows what he knows. He says, find the cellar, so that's what we do.
Well, for all he knows, they could be knee-deep in forest muck, miles away from here.
The forest? So that settles it. You really are big a buffoon as you look. No one gets into the Phantom Forest, brother. No one.
And the conduit. Chief says she's there as we speak.
That thick brain of yours is better suited for gruel than for thinking. Of course she's there. She's got the goddess within her. Come on, then. We've got a cellar to find. Your chatter won't scare it into the open, you know.
Feel anything strange underfoot? The orcs insist there's a cellar here, but we haven't found so much as someone got the brilliant inkling that the missing villagers are hiding in a secret cellar. This was their home, but there's no... The wizard servants they were. And the great queen goon of the orcs thinks they'll know how to get inside the wizard's house. Even if they...
hiding in this place. They dragged them into the warehouse cellar and...
You may be a flatlander, but you could be of some use yet. Sneak up behind Grottilda and stick a dagger in her
I've spotted something interesting.
Cheers. Clean out.
Oh, I wish there were other bottoms.
Goddamn scullery maid.
I told you it was a mistake to get alongside the men. What a stupid thing to do.
Hey.
What's this?
Conduit
I need to
swords.
dry off.
I found something.
Best not to get on her bad side. You in from Silver Glen, Flatlander. Ain't got the rot, have you?
I got 15 gold.
You may be a flatlander,
rich for
but you
my
could be of
blood.
some
I've
use yet.
sold.
Sneak up behind Grottilda.
Let's see those cards.
Check these puppies out.
Hey, you'll not get a peek at these prisoners without Jarl's permission. What's going on in there ain't for the faint of heart, any. What are you up to, sneaking around here? Got a soft spot for those damned to the rack, do you? Well, unless you've orders from Jarl himself, scram! Or you'll be next in line. A son of the mountain am I, and a blood brother of Jarl besides. Chief placed me in charge of guarding the hatch to the prison cellar. Knows I won't hesitate to split the throat of any man or orc who tried to come or go without Jarl's say-so. Want to get your hands on the flare knives, do you? You'll have to see Jarl about that. The way I figure it, he'll be happy to have a reason to change the guard down there. We'll never find out where those villagers are hiding if these orcs club every last witness silly. Why so bloody spades again?
Let's get the ball rolling here. 5 coins.
Hey, keep your eyes off my cards, Flatlander.
Fellas, look, I know I drank all the best ale, but that's no reason to keep ignoring me. No, go screw yourselves with a rusty mace, why don't you?
Cheers. Though I wish there were other bottles that go up around.
But why not? The looting's done. There ain't much. Grab a chair and we'll deal.
Here, keep your eyes off my cards, Flatlander.
Yeah, but our orders don't stop, mate.
Hey! Keep your hands off my... If you're so bloody hot and bothered.
A sheep? Nah. I'll have until
You don't look like the rest of the Immaculates that pass through here.
Which place your bets?
Just the one caught in for me.
Relics. Share in the plunder.
I've spotted something interesting.
Those bloodstones are ours, and we will have them back. Well, by the boot soles of Burl Boonhammer, what have we?
Another human in Hunter's Edge. State your business, whelp.
Hail, Immaculate. By the sickle of Tyr Gutgouger, I'm glad to see another human face here in Hunter's Edge. Not yet another misshapen orcish snout.
If you fancy keeping that human face of yours, I wouldn't take my cues from the chief of the mountain apes. I may have sworn to refrain from carving my name across his back, but yours, I do believe, is free for the taking.
Regular ray of sunshine, ain't she? Don't let her manners fool you, though. Her disposition may be dark, but her wit is bright. Believe me when I tell you that she's plotting against us as we speak, and would have long given the order to spill our blood if she wasn't leashed by the shield of the Stormbringer. She'll not outfox the sworn brothers of Tanneroth, and I sincerely hope she won't outfox the likes of you either. You belong to the Silverglen tribe, I take it. Yes, an outsider not as yet distrusted by the orcs is exactly what I need in the matter of the missing bloodstones and the matter of the wizard's house. But let's talk in my headquarters over here.
Beleza, galera, vamos ficando por aqui nesse episódio. Se gostou, deixa um like, compartilha aí. Valeu!